sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. This guy, he is hard to corral.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. DeMarvion Overshown, the one to bring him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. And they'll try to run the option here. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Daniels looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Brought down on the play by Deron Bland.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Robinson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, Washington.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Again, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Deebo Samuel from 8 yards out. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the 2nd quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
It's a loss of a yard.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 11 now. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Able to hit his target land. And he goes out right around the 39. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down.
Here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's good for our Cowboys.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pick up of 3. Brings up
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
At the 30-yard line.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Prescott to throw it. He'll drop this down to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Touchdown! George Pickens in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the 34-yard line.
A give to Williams, running right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Brings up second down.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Prescott down. A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Prescott's pass complete to Jake Ferguson. That's a gain of 8.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And the question now, can they get closer on third down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, 35 yards. And the Cowboys have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score.
So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's Daniels.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
At the 24-yard line.
Second and 10. Now Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Throwing now is Daniels. That is caught.
Missed.
This will not go down. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
37 yards. And the Washington first down.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Back to throw. Daniels. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Commanders.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. He's back to throw. Ertz has it left side. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Oh, I I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Here comes second down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Daniels going to throw for it. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Gay is on for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute. As the kick's away here. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. To throw, Prescott. That one down the field for Ferguson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe the defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.